What's good, everybody? It's your boy Rexonmax, and today on this FGC Quickie, I want to discuss the peculiar situation that I feel like the FGC is in when it comes to consoles that we're actually playing on now. There hasn't been any FGC games that came out lately that's been exclusively on next-gen consoles. Well, we've got a game that's been announced, Tekken 8, that's only going to be on next-gen consoles, so it makes me think, what is the next step that the FGC is going to take? We haven't taken that step to say we're totally going to go into PS5s. We haven't taken that step to say we're totally going to go into PC. So, what are we going to do? I actually want to talk about that with you guys today. So, let's get into it. Oh, the reason why Defend the North is on the background right here is because Defend the North is going to be the first FGC major that is going to try to make this attempt in doing all PC for all their major games. Now, that is something really, really big because many people are going to be looking at this as like, is this going to be the thing that's going to make the FGC go into all PC games? Are they going to show us that this stuff is not as hard as many people thought it was going to be, that this is possible and stuff like that? MSI sponsoring the event. They're going to help make this stuff happen. You got NYC Furby and stuff like that that is helping, you know, with all the optimizations and things like that, with all the work he's been doing in the FGC. So we are at a point to where, like, we're looking at them and it's just like, is this going to be the thing that shows us that we can do it? But also at the same time, you know, we have Evo that's owned by Sony, and we know when it gets to a point to where games like Tekken 8, and I'm sure Project L is going to be a game that's going to be basically only for next gen systems or this current gen systems. I mean, the PS5 has been out for basically 2 years now. When we get to November, it's going to be 2 years. We're in this new gen is basically the current gen. I mean, yes, it has been hard to get a hold of these consoles and stuff like that, but I mean, it is what it is. So, you know, they're gonna go that way. But as far as the overall FGC, we still have that choice to make of what we're gonna do. Now, the Steam Deck came out, and it seemed like that might be something that the FGC was gonna do, and it was gonna be the thing that possibly, you know, help us transition into that that PC era without us having to so-called spend a lot of money on PCs and stuff like that. But we haven't heard a lot like about that system. But I actually went to a local major here in Dallas, Full Bar Live, and they actually had systems or setups that use the Steam Deck, and there was no complaints about it and stuff like that. So that is also still another option. So I want to raise the question, what do you guys think that the FGC is going to do? Now, by the time we get to Tekken 8, a decision is going to have to be made. You know, Tekken 8 is not going to be on PS4. You know, so either it's going to have to be ran on PC or it's going to have to be ran on PS5. Now, I don't see a situation where the FGC is just like, well, we'll continue to run everything on PS4s and just Tekken 8 on these newer things, because yes, Street Fighter 6 is going to be on PS4, but I mean, by that point, you're gonna want to run it on the better system and stuff like that. I mean, PS4s are probably gonna be crying trying to run, you know, Street Fighter 6 on their systems. So, by the time we're Tekken 8, we're gonna have to make a choice, you know. So, hopefully, Defend the North goes off without a hitch. Because if you ask me personally, I would like to see us go into this PC era. Many people talk about, you know, how PC is the better option. You know, it feels better, you know, as far as playing on it and stuff like that. It feels smoother, input latency and stuff like that. It's just better on PCs. So many people want to go in that direction, and that's the direction that I would actually like to see. Because when I think about consoles, I mean, how much longer are we really going to keep going with these, you know, PlayStations and Xboxes and stuff like that? How much really longer are consoles going to actually be going on for? But, you know, PC seems like they're going to have a longer life expectancy than gaming consoles. So, that's the direction I want to go. But what do you guys want to see? Because do you think it would be better to just go ahead and go? Because we're going to have to make this decision soon. This is not something that, you know, we could just sit here and be like, oh, we got time and stuff like that. You know, Street Fighter 6 is coming out next year. Sometime in February, around that time, that's when all the Street Fighter games release. And then Tekken 8 is probably going to release in 2024. You know, so it's not like we got all the time in the world. And then, like I said, Project L, when that comes out, it's going to be on newer systems. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys want? Which transition do you want us to go into? I would like to see somebody actually try to run some stuff on, Steam Deck, and people, even if it's like a local, and just talk about the experience of how that happened and stuff like that, and their thoughts on running stuff on Steam Deck and everything. But yes, once again, that's the question I want to impose. Like, what do you guys think is going to be this transition? Once again, I'm hoping for PC, but what do you guys think? Because we're going to have to make this choice soon once again. So, it's your boy Rexonmax for another FGC Quickie. Peace out.